killed a boss in one human. And I did it solo. Yes, guys, no help. Only a gun and a bow and a lot of bullets and a lot of arrows. Now, the boss name is Foul Shadow Hunter. And boy, does he come prepared to fight. He not only has a machine gun, he has rockets, he's ugly, and he throws boogers at you that could pretty much bring you to your knees. Now, I'm going to take you on a journey on what I did in order to prepare to kill this boss. And I'm also going to tell you guys why killing this boss changed the perspective I have of this game. So with that being said, let's go into the journey of killing the Foul Shadow Hunter solo. Now, I know there's still some very new people into Once Human, and some of you guys might not even know what the heck this game is about. This game is a massive MMO that is a loot and shooter that focuses primarily on survival and being able to get some amazing loot, specifically from bosses like this that are found within dungeons or raids or just around the world. Now, in order for you guys to kill these bosses, you are gonna need to get prepared. Now, this is the first boss in the game, and you pretty much will encounter him as you progress through the game, but you're theoretically gonna encounter him once you're level 7, between 7 and 10. He is a level 10 boss, and he does take a lot of bullets to consume. But don't worry, guys, as long as you're prepared and you're ready for the fight, there's multiple ways of actually killing him. And once you learn his mechanics, which you'll learn here today, you should be able to take him out either a little bit more passive or a little bit more aggressive. So first things first, guys, we need to prepare. And the first thing we need to do prepare is, number one, we need to have enough ammo, because you're going to need a ton of ammo to kill him. And the reason why we need the ammo is because not only are we going to have to deal with him, but we're also going to have to deal with another mechanic that we'll talk a little bit further in the video, which is going to be a bit of annoying. So let's start preparing. First and foremost, let's find a couple trees, guys, and start chopping these trees away to get ourselves enough wood. Now, wood is extremely important because one of the best weapons to pick up early in the game, of course, is the crossbow. And one thing I would recommend, guys, if you guys are planning to kill this boss early, like maybe while you're level 7, you're level 8, I would recommend you upgrade your crossbow. It's going to be extremely important because it's not only going to do a lot more damage, but it's just going to help you be more effective when you're fighting this particular boss, and it's just going to help you more effectively to farm other items that you need in the game. Now, there are a couple arrows that you're going to want to pick up. You can just craft your standard arrows. I went in there with, I believe, over 700 arrows. And you're going to see it towards the end of the video how many I end up spending. But I also went in there with enough ammo to have as my secondary weapon. Now, you are going to need a secondary weapon for this. SMG, AR, or pistol, which I'm pretty sure by the time you're doing this particular portion of the game, you will have an SMG or a pistol at your disposal as long as you're playing the game correctly. Some of you guys might have an LMG, some of you guys might have an AR if you actually did another quest that we're going to talk about a little bit further in the video. Alright, so now that we have our weapons, it is time to get our meds, because boy, oh boy, do we need to take some meds when we're doing this fight. Number one, guys, we're first going to create ourselves some antibiotics, and these are by creating some syringes that are going to restore our health. Now, one integral part about this game is that you not only do you have to worry about being healthy, but you also got to be worried about keeping your stamina up and also keeping your thirst levels well and your hunger, and also the most important, not going crazy, because if you go crazy, guys, that's gonna mess up your health. So first and foremost, let's build ourselves some syringes. Throughout the world you can find some acid. Acid's really good. Usually I would recommend going to hospitals or doing just like a little complete run around the map or the area you're in, kill a couple enemies. You should get yourself some antibiotics. Apart from that, you probably want some canned food. Canned food's going to be very important because it's not only does some canned food give you health back, but some of them reduces the hallucination aspect of the game, which you want to get rid of really fast. Another thing I would recommend, guys, is of course making sure you have enough water. Now, water is going to be really important because you might not be doing too much running around the map, but there comes times when you have to run and you don't want to be caught lacking or get stuck and be like, dude, how come I'm not moving? How come I'm moving very slow? It seems like I stepped on a piece of bubble gum. Now, you guys want to make sure that you're constantly moving, so you want to make sure your thirst level is at an optimal level, and you want to make sure you have enough food in your digestive system to be able to survive the onslaught that you're going to be getting. So once you got your weapons, once you got your health materials ready to go, one pro tip I want to give you guys is make sure that when you go in there, everything is top notch. And the way you do that is by taking a nap. Go to your camp, search it out the bed, take out a nap, and that's going to restore almost everything and bring you up to 100% on everything. The only thing it doesn't bring you up to, of course, is your hunger and your thirst level, but that you could actually just consume by either crafting or finding some stuff, some items in the world. Once you guys are 100%, now we gotta head and make our way to this location right here. So once you make your way to the Daytona Westlands, there's like a sewage plant that you don't need to go into. There's gonna be this big circle sphere. You're gonna have to interact, and that's gonna take you inside a dungeon. Now there is the boss gonna be located right here, the full Shadow Hunter, and he's gonna come at you very aggressive, so you're gonna want to be ready. Now I'm gonna give you guys the strategy on how to kill this boss, but before I do, when I did this boss encounter, I want to let you guys know that this is when my mind shifted completely on my thoughts about this game. Now, if you guys have been following the channel, you know that my channel got built on Destiny. I covered a lot of Destiny content here on the channel, and one of the main reasons I covered a lot of Destiny content was because I fell in love with the game, and the game did one thing that no other game has done quite a long time, and I'm gonna tell you guys what that is towards the end of this fight. So real quick recap on how this fight operates. So this boss is going to have a machine gun that's tied to his arm. Now this particular machine gun is going to rail bullets at you, and this pretty much boss fight goes in 3 phases. Number 1, you're going to need to shoot the machine gun. When he stops shooting it, he's going to kind of get tired, he's going to bring it down. You're going to shoot that machine gun until you wear it out. And the good thing about this particular option is that once that machine gun is wore down, he actually drops the machine gun, which you then could go ahead and pick up. Now, as far as this gameplay is concerned, I'm not doing that. I will be doing that later, but I'm not doing that right now. Basically, what I'm doing is just shooting the machine gun, breaking it down, and once you completely break it down, he becomes invulnerable, gets tired of the machine gun, drops the machine gun, and this is when you have to start shooting him in the head, and he'll start, taking damage. Now, apart from the machine gun, he also throws boogers, which I like to call these little yellow looking things that land all over the floor. And if you step on them, they will take down a little bit of health. Now, once you guys get down the first phase, he's then going to teleport to the main circle hub. And within the circle hub, he's going to start shooting at you. But one thing to note is that there's going to be 2 sets of spores that spawn on the left-hand side and the right-hand side. Now, I'm going to give you guys a pro tip. If you guys don't worry about the ads, but you just worry about the spores, when you kill the spores, the enemies will automatically despawn. So my personal strategy that I use here is I like to take care of 1 spore, make sure I get rid of that one, and then I go ahead and focus on the other spore, which is on the right hand side. Now you can do this a lot faster if you have like a pistol or an SMG. You could actually just run down there instead of shooting it from far away and shoot the spores and take those out really fast. Now another pro tip I want to give you: as soon as you kill these spores, he's then going to teleport back into the middle of the circle, and once again you're back to the cycle of getting rid of his machine gun. Now the thing with his machine gun is that this time around, not only does he have the machine gun, but he also has rockets he shoots at you. So you're going to want to make sure you guys pay close attention to this, because you want to avoid the rockets. They do tend to have a bit of splash damage, and that's the reason we actually got prepared for this mission, because we want to make sure we have enough bullets and that we have enough heals to keep our health up as we're getting either bombarded by the rockets, by the burgers, or just by the machine gun alone. I prefer this little spot where I kind of took him out from. It's a very nice tranquil spot. Not a lot of damage is being consumed here, and not a lot of interaction in the sense of you getting attacked. So it's a really nice, relatively good spot to kill him from far away and be a little bit more passive. Now, like I said, you could be a little bit more aggressive in the fight, which I'll show you guys a little bit later now. And that's how you're going to go through the phases. On the second phase, it's going to be the same thing repetitively. You're going to bring down his machine gun, break down the machine gun, shoot him in the head, and then he's going to teleport back in the middle, the spores spawn in, and these are when the ads come out. Now, the third phase is where it gets a little bit interesting, because the third phase, there is not going to be no teleportation of any sense, but what there is going to be is he's going to become a little bit more aggravated. He's going to be throwing more items at you. So he's going to be throwing rockets at you, the machine gun, the boogers. So this is where you constantly got to be hitting that machine gun, and this is where I became just a little bit more aggressive. I said, you know what, screw this, screw the crossbow, screw the pistol. I'm going to go grab his machine gun and just going to lay on him. And this is where you guys kind of be a little bit precautious, because sometimes you can be a little bit over aggressive, and sometimes that over aggressive could probably kill you. So what I did is I picked up the machine gun, and I went ahead, went ham on him, laid him down, and we killed the boss solo. Really awesome. Now, this is where my mind changed completely of what I thought about this game. So one thing that Destiny did for me when I first played Destiny is that it made me want to keep playing. And the reason it wanted me to keep playing is because I wanted to know what that next boss felt like. I wanted to know what other types of weapons I could probably use and synergize in my build to kill the bosses more effectively. I also wanted to know a little bit more about the lore of the game because this boss was so crazy looking that I kind of wanted to know where this boss came from, why it was, why it was mechanically enhanced, and why I was actually fighting this thing. And this game actually did that. And I think if anybody plays this game, you're going to have the same effect. Yes, you're going to start playing the game in the survival mode, you're going to be building bases, you're going to be getting weapons, but until you actually kill this first boss, I think this is where you're going to be able to connect with the game, and the game is going to grow on you. And the reason is because you're going to want to know, why am I killing this guy? Why is he killing me? Why is this boss like this? And can I get more badass in this game? Can I get better weapons? Can I get better weapons that are going to make me maybe one-shot this guy? Can I do that? And that is the sensation I hadn't felt in a while, and I wanted to share it with you guys in my experience on killing this boss solo, because I feel you guys are going to experience the same thing. I do want to know one thing though. Have you guys tried Once Human? If you have, let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think? And have you killed this boss? And if you haven't had the chance to try Once Human, let me know why. Are you on console? Do you not have a code? Drop that all in the comment section down below. I'm pretty sure you found this video entertaining. If you did, do me a huge favor, drop me in the comment section down below. What was your favorite part about the video? And if you like our new editing style. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.